Hey guys, it's Unsecure Steve. As you can see, I have 5 locks laid out in front of me today. The reason for that is another picker from the lockpicking community sent out a challenge. It's called the Blue Whale Challenge. So this is going to be a club of the first 100 people to submit their video, picking a lock from white belt all the way up to blue belt. And in return, when you're in this club, you get a nice little badge, which is pretty neat. And if you can do it in under 10 minutes, you get a nice little star on your badge also. So this is going to be our submission. Let's go through what we got for locks here. For our white belt, we got this 4-pin Bunker Hill 40mm laminated padlock. So if we take into account for 10 minutes, because if we go for the star, that means we get 2 minutes per lock. I'm going to assume that this is not going to take me 2 minutes to pick. For our yellow belt, we have this 30mm Brinks brass padlock, which is also 4 pins. This really shouldn't take us 2 minutes to pick either. Let me set these aside. For our orange belt, what we got is this 44mm Brinks weatherproof padlock. There is some security pins in here, but I'm hoping that this doesn't take 2 minutes to pick. For our green belt, we have this American Lock 1100. There's definitely security pins and serrated key pins and stuff. So hopefully the time that we make up with the other 3 locks we can spend on this American Lock and our blue belt pack lock, because they both have quite a few security pins. And for these 2 locks, I'm going to be using my vise, because being a left-handed picker and picking padlocks in hand just isn't good for video. So we're going to put it in a vise. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get myself a timer so we can keep track of our time right here. And we're going to grab our white belt lock. Let's go ahead and start the timer. So I'll be using some bottom of the keyway tension and my half diamond. I'm just going to use a rake motion. We'll get through that really fast. And then for our 30mm Brinks, I'm going to be using a top of the keyway tension and this deep hook. Click on 1. Click on 2. Click on 4, and we have an open there. Let's go ahead and set that aside. For this 44mm Brinks, I'm going to be using some bottom of the keyway tension and my trusty old half diamond again. Click on 4, click on 3, click on 1. We have an open. Alright, so let's get the vise. I'd say we're doing alright. We just hit 1 minute. Let's adjust the camera just a tiny bit so you guys can see better. Get our 1100 in the vise. So for this, I'll be using a top of the keyway tension in 50 thousandths and my deep hook. So let's go right ahead. Nothing on 1 or 2. Click on 3. Click on 4. Click on 5. Another click on 5. Another click on 5 brings us into a false set. Let's start back over again. Click on 1 with some counter rotation. Got some counter rotation on 2. And we have an open. So alright, let's throw our pack lock in there this time. And this is our final lock, and we're moving up on the 2 minutes and 30-second mark. So hopefully it doesn't take us 8 minutes to pick this lock. I'll be using a 40 thousandths top of the keyway tension tool and a 30 thousandths standard hook. You can see these pack locks have a weird keyway, so you have to be at 90 degrees basically with this. Get a click on 1, nothing on 2, click on 3. Another click on 3. Nothing on 4. You know, I'm going to start that over. Just because I think I overset 3. Too many clicks. Click on 1. 3 clicks on 3. Click on 4. Click on 5. Click on 7 drops us to a false set. I think 5 is going to give me some counter rotation, and this is a dead core, so we have to help it rotate a little bit. Be very careful not to lose everything. And we have an open. And we're at 4 minutes and 8 seconds. So alright, Bandito, this is my blue whale submission. I'll go ahead and link his channel in the description so you guys can check it out. And if you guys have any questions or comments or feedback, make sure to drop it in the comments. If you guys like this video, maybe consider subscribing. If you guys want to learn about lockpicking and maybe join the lockpicking community, that would be great. And as always, guys, if you can be good, then be good at it. And I'll see you next time.